What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Pokestocks here. In this episode, we'll be discussing should you be investing heavily into 151 before November. I'll be breaking down all the current market prices, the trends, and most importantly, where I see this set headed in the next month. Guys, let's dive right into this. I do not want to waste any time. I want to start off by taking a broad look at the 151 market. We currently have the 151 UPC sitting at around 600, the ETB at 400, booster models around 95, the top chase card at 265, the mini 10 display at around 285, and that's just the broad look, taking, of course, all of the products in mind. And we also do have the Pokemon Center. Sorry, I forgot to include that at a market price at around 961. By the way, guys, join the Discord down below if you have not already, if you want to talk to like-minded people. And of course, talk to your boy Pokestocks. And remember, none of this is financial advice. I want to start off with the 151 UPC. Here's my thought process on this, and I've been such a big believer in the 151 UPC play, sort of ever since it really started to gain the traction around, 6 months ago to the prismatic release. I thought this was going to be a great buy, and we really did start to see that pick up in value. And ever since then, from being around a $250 UPC, we're now at around 600. So we've definitely seen a lot of growth in the past 6 months, up 72%. In the past month, up 6%, gaining, not gaining, losing a little bit of value right here, pushing to around 630 down to around 592, and then we're slowly gaining to push that $600 mark again. Here's my thought process on this moving into November. I think it's pretty clear and pretty obvious that we are never going to see this at retail or at at MSRP ever again. It's a UPC. Once they really rotate out, it's pretty much gone. So you can take that for what you want. I do think that hopping into November and moving into December during the holidays, this is probably going to see some movement. It's been pretty slow this month, but that's been sort of the home market right now. We also do have the 151 ETB the past month, calling it neutral on movement. Really nothing here, guys. From a 404 to a 407 this entire month, and not too much traction. The past 3 months, up 43%. In the past year, up 306%. Again, following the current formula on where we are on the market, I do not see 151 getting a massive reprint. We do, though, have the Sam's Club thing, which I will be talking about later in the video. But in terms of a massive reprint with 151, we really do not see that happening. Of course, Pokemon could do an earthquake, right, guys? They could reprint for the holiday seasons. That would be insane. That would be beautiful. But with 151 just having a few months left of rotation, I think this is a smarter play. If you do have a lot of money and you want to throw it into 151 and you're debating the 151 ETB, whatever, spend the extra money, guys, and buy the 151 UPC. You're going to be getting so much more of an aura grandfather product that this is definitely the smarter purchase right here. We also do have the chase card, the Charizard EX, the past month coming down 13%, pushing from its new all-time high that it did create, guys, in September. If we zoom in March, we had a new all-time high at around 290, came all the way down to 180, and then we pushed all the way up again to around 303, and now we're down again. So we might be going through another effect where we're going to push really, really high, fall, and then push really, really high again. That could be the exact scenario, but down 13%. And then all of the other cards in the market, sort of like the Zapdos EX as well. If we go to the near mint, the past month also coming down 16%, pushing to a new all-time high at around $100, then coming down significantly. And if we go to another card like the Venusaur, right, which is interesting, it's pretty interesting to look at this. The past month, calling it neutral, not too much loss here, not too much gain. So it's interesting how Charizard, Zapdos are falling, but how Venusaur and Blastoise and all these other ones are just like calling it neutral, gaining. It's a really interesting singles market for 151. Let's make that pretty clear. We also do have the 151 booster bundle in the past month, calling it neutral as well, guys. We are definitely going through a dry month. I think that is the best way to describe October, man. It's just been super dry, and again, not too much movement here. But again, with the 151 booster bundle peaking at around 105, coming down to around 96, so it's almost a $10 drop. But that's where we sort of started this month. So past 6 months, 44% gain. Past year, up 64%. And I want to show you guys something that's really interesting, and it's a great point to where we're most likely going to see 151 continue to head. If you guys do know, ever since the prismatic boom, sort of in January, we started this, these were at $65, and theoretically, the entire time, until we started to get to, June and July. These were $65 booster bundles. They never had any momentum, never had any gain. It was always going up and down. Then all of a sudden, we saw the massive explosion pushing these to $100. And that was a really, really interesting time to be alive, I guess is the best way to say that. But we could totally see the push and the gain right here for 151 booster bundles. If I had to put a little bit of a crazy prediction, if I had to be that one YouTuber that just says a crazy word or whatever, let's call it that these are going to get reprinted for Christmas. I don't know. Again, that's a crazy prediction, but that would be awesome. I could actually totally see that happen, though, to be honest with you, because they are booster bundles, a lot easier to print than ETBs, etc. Just a box and packs. So let me know. Do you guys think that is a valid Christmas crazy prediction? Remember, that's a crazy prediction. Not saying that will happen, but I think that's something totally valid. Next up, and the thing you guys have probably clicked on this video for, is going to be the 151 Sam's Club 10 display. Now, I'm going to make it pretty clear, these have gone through so many ups and downs in terms of the official release in-store and online. These were supposed to release in-store on October 28th, and now they're not, only online. It's really crazy. However, what we do have confirmed from PokeNotify is that they will be online on October 28th. Available for the Plus membership, so whatever that means. I have a membership, so I'm just going to go in store whenever they call it. I don't know, but theoretically speaking, that's what we have with this, guys, so far. If we go back to what they said last time, they said that in store and online it was be the 28th. I'm still going to go on the 28th because maybe they might have them. I have no idea, but keep that in mind. And I want to briefly talk about what I think this new product drop is going to do to the 151 market. Do I think it's going to collapse the market? Do I think we're going to see prices and packs fall dramatically? No, guys, I don't think we're going to see the market take a hit at all. I think the market might just have a little bit of a sliver, but I think we're going to still stand really strong. I think one product in particular that might just see a little bit of a little slippery slope is going to be the 151 mini tin display. It's pretty obvious. We're getting mini tins reprinted, so the grandfather product is obviously going to take a little bit of a hit, but do not expect this product to come down 50%. It might just call it neutral, or it might continue to gain value, just not as fast. But keep this in mind, and I am going to be mentioning that this is definitely a great buy. Like, if you guys have a membership and you guys want to pick up 151, then this is truly the official, at least as well as the, oh my god, I can't speak. This is the truly official, quote unquote, maybe the last restock of 151 we might get a 2025. Obviously, we could expect something for the holidays, but at least as of speaking right now, this is definitely a play that I would definitely be looking to go heavily into, guys. Please do not ignore this. This is a great opportunity to get 151 right now. I also do want to briefly talk about the current best price pack ratio right now for 151, including the Blooming Waters, mini tin displays, etc. So I want to start off by going over Blooming Waters, which has been a product I'm a big believer in. I'm not going to yap too much about it. I've yapped so much about Blooming Waters for so many episodes in a row that it's getting kind of repetitive, but all I got to say, guys, is that this is a really good purchase. We have Blooming Waters currently sitting at $180. You're going to get yourself 12 packs. If we do 180 divided by 12, you get $15 price to pack ratio. By the way, the 151 booster pack ratio right now is $15.68 for a market price. We also do have the mini tins, which is going to be listed at pull this up really quick. We do have the 151 mini tins. We even do have some right here. If I scroll down, the see, this is so inaccurate. I hate the market price, bro. It's a lie. We're gonna call the market price for these at $30 because that is the most accurate one right now, which is gonna be $15. And then you could go ahead and get yourself a booster bundle for, where's that, 95 divided by 6, 15.83. And then if you want to go heavily into the ETB, you're gonna be paying $44 for a pack. So let's make it pretty clear, guys. With everything on the third party, the Blooming Waters definitely does get it secured at 15. And then about the new drop that we'll be releasing, if we currently check the price on this product, which is going to be $34.99, 34, we'll just call it 35 divided by 8, $4.37. This is going to be the best price to pack ratio for 151 probably left of the entire year. So I'm telling you guys, please go heavily into this product. Please literally get this. It's such a great buy. And the opportunity here is honestly not to sound kind of crazy, but it's kind of limitless here, man. I mean, $4.30 for 151 sounds like the 2019 times, the 2023 times, when no one ever wanted Pokemon cards. Not saying 151 wasn't at 2019, but I'm saying during those times where you just find Pokemon cards for $4, right? So it's a really, really great opportunity to be picking up 151, and that's where I currently think the market is. So that's it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you were able to take something away. Let me know what you all think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, chat.